Now I'm going to install a more interesting app. I'm going to install YouPHPTube. Okay, the do-gooder license, don't do anything evil with it. You know, I like that license, kind of. I don't intend on, you know, defending this license, but I don't know. So this is the JSON license. You can scroll down. You can don't use it for evil. It's kind of weird license, but I don't disagree with it. I think YouPHPTube could be, you know, capable of great evil if it was used for the wrong thing. So it's really idealistic, you know. It would be nice if our software wasn't used for evil purposes, but I don't dislike the license. I just hope it's all I hope is that it is defendable. That's all. It might not be. So I'm going to say I agree to the license. This is okay. So this is nonsense. You don't have to put anything here. Actually, this is actually determined by the installer. I have to fix that. So encoder live streamer, that pretty much settles most of it. There's still other things to do, like a chat server and maybe some polishing and maybe better help instructions. So YouPHPTube and support containers requires at least 950 megs RAM. That is certainly not true. I discovered it uses way less memory than that, so I have to update that in my module. You want to make YouPHPTube an internet-related site? Nah. Let's see here. That's a good sign. Okay. This isn't explained in the instructions, but what I have to do is change that to HTTPS, change the title, whatever, that's fine. Give me my email address. Change the localhost is no longer the database host. This is crucial. So set localhost to be DB instead. And then we need the root database user password, which is the root this thing. Just copy that, paste it in. Database name is fine. Don't change it. And then give it your administration password. Recommend use the long password because it's stronger. And congratulations, update password, and go. It gives you this errors. I don't know what this is about, but it seems to be working correctly. All right, and now I want to set up live streaming, and I just go into the hamburger menu, sign in. Sign in with the new password, update all, and then go to plugins, and then live, or live chat, live, okay. And then go to edit parameters, and then simply change this, all of these, to, whoops, live.freebull.com. This might be automatable in the future, but at this time it's still kind of early, kind of. Okay, save the changes, and then after doing that, go to here, install tables. Okay. Now go to YouPHPTube, the live button, and we'll open Open Broadcaster to send it a stream. And I just got to go into Open Broadcaster Preferences, give it the secrets information, which is going to be gone here soon. Give it this, and then the stream key, and then OK, and then start streaming, and it says it's going. It'll take a little while for it to show up. Let's see how it goes, right? I'll just wait. I'll wait. It takes a little bit while for it to queue up. If you hit play too early, it just does this spinny thing. So you just reload the page. And no. There we go. Finally. It's streaming aliens. Now I wanted to say listed transmission. There's a spelling error there, by the way. And then save stream, I guess. And then when I go to YouPHPTube, you don't see anything here yet. That's kind of a flaw of YouPHPTube, but that can be fixed easily. The live stream now lives in this little thing here, and you hit play, and voila, it's in there. So, live streaming accomplished in just a matter of seconds. Now we have to go encode some videos. So I'm going to go encoder.google.com. Now we have to set this up. So HTTPS DB database password database, and then of course the streaming site. Just copy this for the heck of it. So it sends it, it's like using the right site. You want to do that, obviously. And then the admin password. And then submit. Congratulations, it's installed. Give me some errors, which I don't understand. I'll do admin password youphp2fleetwood.com. Sign in. Now I can start encoding files. So I am going to just encode a couple of files just to show you how it works. The movies. I'll just send up a really small one. The window one would be fine. Do window product animations. Drop that in there. And then refresh. As a refresh it sometimes. It shows it encoding. Okay, now the encoding is done. In the Q log, it should be empty. And when I go back to YouPHPTube, there it is. Play it.
Over the years, it has become fashionable to describe some glazing systems as what.
So there's the video. So there's some other things to show that are kind of cool. I'll go into, well, I'll log in. Okay, and then I'll go to the encoder through just the menu there. Okay, now another cool thing that this YouPHPTube encoder can do is draw videos from YouTube. So I'll go to YouTube. And I'll download the soundtrack suite would be fine. I'll just
and music.
Alright. So all I gotta do is go to YouPHPTube and the encoder.youtube. Oops, wrong one. Encoder.fleeble.com. We want that. So, under for web, yeah, encoder.youphptube.com would be bad. We don't want that. Okay, so share. It uses YouTube DL to parse the web page and grab the file. Isn't that nice? All automatically. And it grabs the file and all of its metadata. It says encoding. Sometimes it doesn't give you feedback, sometimes it does, but it always shows feedback under the Q log. When under this menu. Sometimes it doesn't. So like you have to refresh sometimes for you to see feedback. This thing will just kind of crawl across the bar. It does 3 different qualities. The only way to take advantage of all 3 qualities is to use a plugin. That's like $5, not an unreasonable cost, I think. But I think when I set up my YouPHPTube encoder, even though I own the plugin, I think I might just resort to just encoding one quality, like medium quality, just because it saves a lot of space on hard drives, and it's cheaper on a VPS to store just one quality than 3. And I don't really see too many advantages in storing a low quality, or really even high quality, because 720p is pretty darn good resolution, I think. Now, sometimes if you encounter problems with the encoder and you're wondering what in the world is going on, it is possible to find out with MyPetCloud. You can go into MyPetCloud. This isn't really a problem very often, but if you have a big file or an unusual file and you don't know if it's really encoding or not, it might say it's encoding, but it may not. There's a menu item in here called Get Stats, which runs a certain Docker command, which will tell you what container is using what amount of resources. So the encoder is using 230%. That's like basically 2.25 cores basically of CPU, and it's using 94 megs, and as you can see, it's using a heck of a lot less than the 900 megabytes or 950. So it's 94 for the encoder, 36 for YouPHPTube, and the live streamer is only using 10 megabytes, and it should be there now, and it is. I don't think we'll have any audio in this video for it, but the time is correct. Usually, if you have a problem with the encoding, you get a time like EE, and that signifies that the file wasn't transferred over.